Good evening and welcome back to DXB. Today we are talking about making Dubai our home. There's a lot of questions when we are thinking about it, and just to answer some now, we're going to go to our guest co-host. Look, you ask yourself when moving to Dubai, where'd you go? Where'd you live? Was your new first time in the UAE? You've heard so much online, you've seen a lot of it, but now is the place to be at this right time. Do you rent? Do you buy? There's so much questions, but the person to answer all of these questions is Mr. Farooq Syed, and he is coming from the wonderful real estate business. Thank you, very nice to be here.
Thank you for having me, Lane.
All good. So tell us more about Springfield Real Estate and how did you first start it?
All right, so we've been in Dubai's real estate market since 2008. You know, it's been a long journey of 17 years. You know, we work with pretty much all the major developers out there. We're among the top agencies for the likes of Emaar, Dubai Holdings, Nakheel, Miras, Shoba, Damak, so all the major developers. And we have a team of over 200 people now. We came to Dubai, it's a family business, so my father, my two brothers, we're all in it together. And you know, I'm a Dubai, and I was hearing you guys talk about Dubai being home for you guys. I've lived here my entire life. And you know, we've been a part of real estate in Dubai since the year 2001. So it's a very natural transition for us to get into the brokerage business. And you know, like you said, everyone's built their own version of the Dubai dream. So you know, so our Dubai dream, we're living our Dubai dream right now.
So one of the questions I posed just then in the introduction, I'm going to pose right now.
Yes.
2001 was a very poignant year for me because that's when I moved here permanently.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've been visiting before that, but moved in 2001. Don't kill me, but I've never bought a property. I know.
We'll change that at the end of this
Well,
episode.
this is what I'm saying.
Hopefully,
Is
that is going to change right now.
Is now the right time? Do I rent? Do I carry on renting or do I buy?
So the city has the answer.
Okay.
Dubai. Please, if you're here, please do buy something, because if you know, more and more people are making Dubai their home, and this is a very common question that we get asked a lot. Is it the right time? You know, the last 4 years we've seen the market move up quite well, but you have to understand the long-term vision of Dubai. Dubai right now, we are still at a very pivotal point. From here, the city is set to grow to, we're expecting the population to double in the next 15 years. So just imagine, you know, with the number of people that are planned to be moving over here, there's going to be a huge requirement and a huge need. Today, Dubai's real estate market is still relatively, I say relatively, compared to all the major other big cities around the world, relatively affordable. You know, you can buy a house, you know, with 4 bedrooms for $700,000 US today. You know, you can buy in one of the new communities that are coming up, you know, a home for your family, you know, to grow in, you know, in a nice integrated master planned community for that price. Where else in the world could you buy something? So there is still value in Dubai's real estate market. And for someone like yourself who's been here for, you know, a little shy of 25 years, that's a quarter of a century, Lane.
I know.
Now is the time that you should stop paying rent and, you know, put that money, you know, into a down payment for a property, let the mortgage pay, you know, let your rental payments, you know, pay off for, rather than paying off someone else's mortgage, you should pay off your own mortgage.
You're right.
So it definitely is a good time. And I think more and more people are calling Dubai their final home. So I think, you know, the city provides amazing opportunities.
And to help Lane a little bit more about establishing himself right here in Dubai, so if someone is looking to actually invest in Dubai right now or looking to move to Dubai, with so many options that are out there from the real estate, how would someone go about choosing a place to live?
So, like you said earlier, there's a little bit in Dubai for everyone. So if you're a spiritual person, there's places, and you know, you mentioned that. In Dubai as well, it depends on the kind of lifestyle you want to live. So if you're someone who loves the beach, you want to live in an apartment, you have lots of options along the coastline of Dubai. If you are someone with a family with young kids and want to live in a suburb, we have some amazing new opportunities coming up in what we call the more suburban villa communities of Dubai. You know, so you have a little bit for everyone at different price points. If you're a young person that's just moving into Dubai that needs something, you know, like a more vibrant community, we have the likes of, you know, JVC, Arjan, all of these communities that are coming up. If you're someone who can afford, you know, something on the little bit of a higher end, then you have apartments and villas in on the island communities of Dubai like Palm Jumeirah. So when looking at investments, you should look at who is the company that is building it. So things like developer really makes a big difference. The kind of community that you want to live in. If you want to live in a standalone tower versus living in an integrated master planned community. So some common things to look at is the developer. Some things to look at are the kind of communities that they're building, because the newer construction that is coming up in Dubai is along the directives of His Highness according to the 2040 urban master plan. So a lot of the new communities that are coming up are much more greener, you know, they're much more spaced out, and like I said, they provide better value as compared to some of the ready options that we have out here in the market as well. So it all depends on the kind of customer and the kind of budget and lifestyle that they're looking for. But there's a little bit for everyone.
Yeah, I love that. And I think what's important to point out here is kind of how we've transformed dramatically over the last few years when it comes to UAE law and regulation, in terms of actually making it a place where people can plant their roots and where they can own their property. Talk to me about that.
So more and more people are now calling Dubai their permanent home. So like you mentioned earlier, you came here for a couple of years and then you decided to stay here. Lane over here has been here for over a quarter of a century now, you know. So more and more people are coming here, you know, putting down their roots. Their kids are going to school over here. We have great educational facilities. We have great entertainment facilities. It's a place where people can enjoy their life in a safe environment. So more and more people just feel that this is the right time and the right place to, you know, put down their roots by buying property. So more and more people, I believe, and expats are buying real estate and moving from renting to buying. And like I said, it's still a good opportunity and good value in the market out there. So I do believe more and more people are going to continue to, you know, plant their roots over here and make this a permanent home.
And Farooq, obviously people who invest in properties are looking at 20, 30 years in the future and seeing how the real estate prices grow for those properties. So 100%. Can you tell us what's the hotspots that we should look out for if we want to invest, if Lane wants to invest this year?
So
I was looking at the Palm, the new Palm.
The new Palm Jebel Ali. You know, it is an amazing opportunity. The villa prices over there are roughly half of the price in Palm Jumeirah. All right, bigger in terms of size, better views in terms of the width of the water that you overlook. The views are better, designs are more modern compared to the more classical design that we have in Palm Jumeirah. So you're getting a newer house, slightly bigger in sizes, better views, better accessibility. The current Palm only has one entrance. That sometimes sees a little bit of traffic. The new Palm Jebel Ali is going to have 3 entrances and 3 exits. It's going to be bigger, better. I mean, you know Dubai. Anything that they do now is bigger and better than what they've already done. So places like Palm Jebel Ali is a very good option for someone who wants that luxury lifestyle. There are other new communities that are coming up by the likes of the big developers, like Emaar is coming up with some really nice villa communities like the Oasis. Then you have the Grand Polo Club and Resorts, which is a new villa community coming up closer to DWC, where the new airport is. There's a lot of villa communities coming up over there. You have the likes of Emaar South. We have Damak coming up with Damak Islands, Damak Lagoons. We have Arabian Ranches 1, 2, and 3. So a lot of the new development is moving towards the south of Dubai. So there's some very good villa opportunities over there. When it comes to apartments, some of the hotspots include Dubai Creek Harbor, Dubai Hills Estates, Shoba Heartland, which are closer to the center of, you know, Dubai downtown, but are designed, in my opinion, a lot more beautifully, with a lot more green spaces, more, you know, better planned infrastructure.
And we love those green spaces so much. So Farooq, please stay with us because we might actually lock in a deal after the show. You never know.
I'm sticking around after this episode. I can smell the money here.
Indeed.